65th captain in franchise history, 5th youngest in the last 30 years, and the youngest in the last 18. I say all those things, but clearly it means a lot to you. How can you put it into words?
It's just an honor. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and in my experience, the guys that have been captain before me set a great example. They're great people to learn from. I'm just trying to carry it on.
Obviously you've wore a letter before wore the C at Quinnipiac. Is there a captain or a player, be it college or pro, that you remember just kind of getting one big lesson or a couple of little lessons that have stayed with you to this point?
I mean, for me, it was my freshman year when I got to school. It was Chase Prisky, who was our captain at the time, and he was tough. Whether you liked it or not, liked him or not at the time, like, he was hard on you, and he didn't really care because he wanted the team to succeed. And that's something I've tried to take for myself, and I think I do it in my own way, or can try to find ways to do it without being too much sometimes. But I mean, like, you take things from everyone, that you try to learn from everyone. It's like being on the ice. Like, you can always get better. You can always learn different skills and improve in it, and that's just what I try to do every day.
You talk about different skills. Are you a different person from the kid that landed on a playoff roster here in 2023?
Yeah, for sure. I was, I guess I don't know if I'd say mature, but I'm sure I have. Like, I just, a little more confident in myself, a little more comfortable in myself in the locker room, being around the guys and being in a professional locker room, and going through the rigors of playing professional hockey. Yeah, it's been a fun journey to get to this point.
When you look around that group too, obviously there's a lot of faces still here, but a lot of the faces that aren't here anymore were kind of mainstays in that locker room for years. Does it feel a little different this year, or does it still feel pretty similar?
I think naturally it feels a little different. Like you said, the guys we lost were core guys in the locker room. They've been here for years. They understood what it meant to be an Amherst and carry themselves as such. And I wouldn't say changing of the guard, but just because, Yabo and Murr, Prow, Michael Hauser, like, those guys were huge parts of our team for so long. And now it's time for guys to fill the spot. I feel great about the team on the ice, and I love the group off the ice. Like, it's a different dynamic, but in no way is that a bad thing.
You were talking a minute ago about turning to pro. Has pro hockey been what you had expected, or is it different?
I think I can say it's been more than what I expected. There's almost there's a part of you that doesn't really know what to expect. You kind of dream of it from being a kid. And like, I showed up from school, it was just on cloud nine. Obviously everything was going right for me at that time, and we went on a great run, and everything was a lot of fun. And then I got to experience a full season, kind of the ups and downs of how 72 games you can, like, the emotional swings, the kind of confidence swings that you go through, and just kind of the lifestyle that you live being here. And I've been super lucky to be in Rochester. I think it's made my experience better than I could have ever imagined.
Great job. Congrats on the season.
Thank you, Don.
Tyler, do you have anything for Zach Metsa?
Yeah, Zach, thanks for your time today. Wanted to ask, obviously you captained QPAC to a national championship. What did you learn about what it takes to lead a group through a run like that, and how do you apply that experience to being a captain now?
I learned that you can't do it by yourself. In my mind, in any sort of leadership way, you need obviously the leadership group to help you out and do what they do, but you also need guys outside of that. It's not just whoever is in that quote unquote leadership group. Like, the leadership group is much bigger than just the guys who wear the letters every day, and every part of what each individual brings, it's the piece of the puzzle. You need every bit of it to be successful. And to answer your question, I learned that I like to not try to do too much, not try to be, I guess, like, the captain, like the only guy who is leading. Like, allow others to do their part, and let everyone chip in, and it makes a huge difference.
Obviously, you're on the blue line, but a lot of those guys like Wally and Rosie and Consta are a little bit younger, and they're some higher draft picks. What are some of your lessons that you're hoping to be able to teach that group and kind of helping them grow?
I hope to keep them a little bit more level. I think, like I was saying before, like, long season, you play 72 games, you're going to have bad games. You're going to have a couple bad games. You're going to have like stretches where you're not doing what you want to, but at the same time, you're going to have stretches where everything's clicking. You're going to have stretches where you feel invincible. Like, it's kind of the ebbs and flows, and like part of that is the travel and the scheduling and all that. So just kind of sticking to a process, showing up every day, like doing what you need to do, taking care of your body, putting yourself in a position every day to be successful, even though some days it maybe won't work out and you won't be successful. But just keep sticking to that process, believing in that process and believing in yourself, and over the course of a season, put together a full body of work that they can be proud of.
I saw a video you talking about that you believe that you can win a championship with this group. I'm curious as to why you feel that way, and what impresses you about the group you have.
One is the culture that's here, that's been in Roch since I got here, but has been carried on by Leo and the staff, and has been bought into by the guys we've had in the locker room. And two, it's the guys. Like, it's tough to win a championship in my mind without having a good group off the ice. Like, it doesn't really matter almost what you do on the ice. All that can kind of fall apart if guys don't get along, guys don't have fun when they're here. So the camaraderie and kind of family that we're starting to build here is awesome to me. Like, it's a blast. Like, when you wake up, you're excited to come to the rink and see the guys, and not just a couple of guys, but like everybody. Like, so yeah, like I'm super excited for this group. It's a long way to get to a championship. There's a lot of things we have to do, and a lot of building blocks we kind of got to set as we go along this season. But it's definitely a group that I think has the talent and the people to make a run.